We start with breaking news tonight out of Clay County. A mistrial is declared in a murder trial. Sundre Johnson of Manti was charged in the deaths of Kentario Boyd and Kenya Campbell. The 23-year-old victims were found shot multiple times on Dixie Road. This happened back in March of 2017. U.S. Marshals arrested Johnson in Memphis a couple of days after the crime. Darius Coffey of Calhoun City is also charged in the case. A judge declared the mistrial late this afternoon. Our other big story of the night is the weather. A wintry mix of precipitation fell across much of North Mississippi today. Most of what hit the streets and sidewalks melted on impact, but with temperatures heading down to the 30s tonight, could it cause a few problems? For the very latest, we send things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Well, Scott, the winter weather is beginning to quickly exit the area. The rain has basically come to an end in downtown Columbus. You can see with our Alpha Insurance camera. Here's Columbus right here, just off to the southeast into Pickens County, southeastern Lowndes County, Noxubee County. Still a mix of rain, sleet, and some snowflakes here. And that's really the back edge of this. We've had a good swath of moisture move on through the region today. We've had some snow in Tupelo, Oxford, Starkville, West Point, Monroe County, out here towards Webster County, Eupora, and areas along 55, even out towards the Delta. But now this is shifting to our east, and it looks like we're going to be in good position as we go throughout the rest of tonight as far as wintry weather is concerned. Now, the temperature, that's the other thing we're monitoring, still at or above freezing in most of the area. Oxford, though, the outlier at 30 degrees. So they have already had the moisture exit. Most of us will see that moisture go away, and it looks like we are going to have this moisture continue to leave here later on tonight. So let's just check out our forecast for tonight. The snow is on the way out, clearing late, upper 20s to low 30s. Watch out for bridges here. Now, we still have a bit of a breeze. Winds from the north now about 10 miles per hour. That will help to evaporate things off the ground, hopefully before temperatures can really get down to around freezing in most spots. But watch the bridges tonight. Sunny tomorrow and around 50, Scott. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Keith. Well, voters in Amory were at the polls today to decide whether to allow alcohol sales in the city. Our Quentin Smith, he's been following the latest developments. He joins us now live, and the votes are all counted. Quentin, what can you tell us?
Well, Scott, the results are unofficial, but it looks as if Amory is going to be the latest city in northeast Mississippi to legalize the sale of alcohol. I'm standing in front of the Armory where tonight's results were announced. And speaking of those results, here they are. Voters went to the polls to vote on two propositions. Now, on that first proposition, it would allow for the sale of beer and light wine. On that measure, more than 1,300 people voted in favor of it. 808 people voted against it. The second proposition would allow the sale of liquor. For that measure, just over 1,300 people voted again in favor of it. 849 people voted against it. Now, again, these are unofficial totals. The city clerk, Jamie Morgan, tells me they still have to count affidavits, but she says they won't be enough to impact the outcome. Morgan says Amory residents could soon be able to purchase a cold beverage by the beginning of 2020.
When you have a petition that comes across and it gets to vote and you pass it, then you have to have an ordinance. The ordinance by law has to be voted in and selected by the alderman. Then it's advertised in the paper, and then you have to wait 30 days for it to come through fruition. So roughly 2 months.
Now, along with waiting for the city's law to take effect, Morgan says businesses would have to get a valid liquor license through the Alcoholic Beverage Control. And Morgan says roughly 45% of voters came out to vote in this special election. She says that's the highest turnout she's seen since she's been working in Amory. That's the very latest in Amory tonight. Quentin Smith, WCBI News.
All right, Quentin, thank you very much. Well, Mississippi is 202 years old today. As we celebrate our birthday, some are taking the opportunity to say that our symbols need an upgrade. Courtney Ann Jackson explains how a new flag design is gaining momentum.
Lauren Stennis isn't a politician. She's an artist.
State right now just has a logo problem, and it's very easy to fix that.
That's why she designed this flag. This year, a bill was passed to allow the flag design on car tags.
It's been available since August. It's already raised over $30,000 for the Museum of Mississippi History and the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum.
As somewhat of a birthday present to the state, she launched a sticker app that features the design, and she's holding on to hope for the upcoming session.
Well, I wake up every morning, with hope that it will happen and happen soon. I think One thing that has helped is clarifying what is the role of the state flag, and is our current state flag doing its job? And it's a resounding no, and I think leaders realize that.
So let's review what the leaders-elect have said about the current flag. Governor-elect Tate Reeves points to the 2001 vote to keep the flag and says he's opposed to just the legislature or governor changing it. Lieutenant Governor-elect Delbert Hosemann says it's not a priority for him to change it, but said if it comes up in the Senate, they'll vote on it. And Speaker Philip Gunn first spoke out about changing the flag in 2015. Representative Earl Banks is among the lawmakers ready to file legislation to try and make that happen.
We can't be hospitable to people when we show an image of hate, as that Confederate emblem in the corner shows. To me, it's time for the flag to change.
But when asked if he thinks it will happen in 2020,
Maybe, I don't think it's the first session, but maybe the second or third session, it actually may happen.
It'll happen.
Courtney Ann Jackson, WCBI News.
The 2001 flag referendum that Governor-elect Reeves and others often reference was a vote between two competing designs, the current 1894 flag and a proposed flag designed by a committee. It was not a vote on changing the flag in general. 64% of voters chose the 1894 design. A school district in Mississippi is suing the country's largest e-cigarette maker. The Jefferson County School District filed a suit in federal court in South Mississippi. The lawsuit claims Juul Labs is using deceptive marketing to target teenagers and get young people addicted. Attorneys are seeking to have it certified as a class action lawsuit on behalf of all school districts across the state. Several other states and the District of Columbia have filed similar suits. Juul executives dispute the allegations. Time to send things back over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson with another update on this wintry mix out here.
It's getting out of here, Scott.
Yay, thank
We're
God.
almost home free here. But earlier today, look at this pup right here in the snow. Louis Vuitton, that's a great name for you. Enjoying the snow out there, almost blending in with that snow. Tomorrow, no snow. Look at the sun. A cool start, upper 20s, low 30s by the afternoon, up to around 50. So whatever has fallen tonight will quickly melt. Take your pictures early in the morning if you have snow. We'll talk about your full forecast next.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
All right, Snowpocalypse 2019 essentially over at this point. Yes, we've had some snow. We've had some fun in the snow. The wintry weather now on the way out. Now, we still have some cloud cover out there. A live view downtown Columbus, the rain, the snow, the sleet on the way out. And it's just going to be a dreary next couple of hours here. Louisville, Mississippi, we are so overcast, most of the moisture on the way out. Still some residual wetness here on the roadways. Now we've had some snow and some rain over here and sleet into Lamar County, Vernon as well, Durham's Pharmacy, all quiet here at the current time. And up in Tupelo, yeah, you had your snow earlier today as well, along with some rain. So that's a live view. Let's check out the radar situation currently as of 10:12. We mentioned this earlier, from Columbus to Macon, south and east across Pickens County and down farther south towards Kemper County. This is where the moisture is, and a lot of this is now probably more so a cold rain than sleet and snow, but overall we are transitioning this moisture out of here. So probably by 11 o'clock this will be completely done with our coverage area. Just hang with it here, folks. As we check out the big picture, you can see that we have the essential end of the rain, the moisture, the snow, whatever you want to call it, is now moving through our area. The sky's actually clearing back out to the west, and temperatures are getting much, much colder in Arkansas. Once they clear out, folks have cleared down into the 20s out there. So we will see some cooler temperatures later on tonight. All right, let's check out the snow pictures we've had. Some of these here coming in on Twitter and Facebook. We appreciate it here. A little bit of a dusting there on the trucks in Mathiston. Look at that snow cover in Hamilton, Mississippi, also in Starkville. A little bit of a coating with some of those friendly snowflakes, festive flakes. Now check this out. This is just like a Christmas card from West Point earlier this evening. Look at the flakes, the Christmas wreath right there, downtown West Point. I want to thank Crystal for that. And look at that girl right there enjoying the snow as it falls on down. And we can't forget our four-legged friends enjoying the snow. A lab there bouncing around out in the snow. And again, from Greenwood Springs up in the Monroe County area, some snow cover right there. And there's the snow falling earlier tonight in the Starkville area. So just a lot of reports here. We've had snow falling across our region tonight. We do appreciate the reports on Facebook, Twitter, and our email address, weather@wcbi.com. These areas highlighted in blue, Lee County, Onondaga County down towards Chickasaw County and Monroe County. Per the DOT, there are some slippery spots on the roads and some bridges, especially the overpasses here, the bridges. The surface temperatures are still mainly above freezing. Oxford, you're down to 30, 34 Tupelo, and Columbus will continue to cool later on tonight. We still have a northerly breeze, so the northerly breeze and the fact that the moisture's on the way out and temperatures still above freezing should hopefully evaporate some of the wetness off the roads before we can really cool things down. Later tonight, upper 20s to low 30s. When we wake up, we should be sunny all day long tomorrow. And by the afternoon, upper 40s to around 50 degrees. Tonight, though, once we clear the clouds, 20s to low 30s. So we do have the potential for some slippery spots on those bridges especially. But look at all that sunshine tomorrow. It will be a great day. The snow, if you had it, if it's still up on your lawn in the morning when you wake up, it will go away quickly with all that sun. Clouds increase a little bit on Thursday. We'll have a system move through the region Friday. We may see a few showers here, but most of that moisture stays away. The weekend at this point looks okay. Highs mainly in the 50s for the next few days, around 60 for the weekend. I mentioned there could be a few showers here on Friday. Our next best chance for moisture here probably Monday in the form of rain and maybe even a few storms. So we just had a little taste of wintry weather here, Scott. Just a little tease for us before the sun returns tomorrow.
And just a little tease before the Christmas holiday.
If only
it gets me excited
just
for
think
it
if this
anyway.
was 2 weeks from tonight, it'd be Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's right. Exactly.
Mother Nature just a little off.
All right. Thank you very much, Keith. Well, a restaurant on wheels is feeding the area's needy in the community. We catch up with her when we come back.
Watching WCBI News at 10 with Scott Martin.
Welcome back, everyone. A Webster County woman is traveling across North Mississippi setting up her kitchen. And as our Stephanie Poole reports, she's not only serving up good food, but also bringing people closer together.
Rain or shine, you'll find Heather Andrews right here every Tuesday.
I love the chicken tacos. They have a faithful following for sure when they come.
Schmitch and Jiggles is the name of Stephanie Logan's food truck. The Yapora woman goes from town to town with her grill, serving multicultural cuisines.
And when I moved here, we had very few options. Our options are good, they're just not a lot of them. And I remember hearing people say all the time, I wish we had something else, something new. We eat the same thing all the time. So we wanted to offer that.
Logan set aside her stethoscope and career as a nurse to follow her passion in the kitchen.
I cooked some street tacos at home one day, and my husband said, we got to get a taco truck. And I was like, there's no way we can live on a taco truck. I'm a nurse. I've been working for a healthcare company in Starkville for 12 years and left that to do this full time.
In just 4 months of serving on the streets, Logan has cooked in Webster, Calhoun, and Oktibbeha counties.
We have got some customers that have come back several times and have been like, these are the best tacos I've ever had in my life. We try to swap it up every week also to give people a little bit of variety.
Food is a comfort to some. For others, it's a necessity they can't afford. In her travels, Logan has learned there are hungry families in the communities she's cooked in. Now she's doing her part to serve a little bit of happiness to the hungry.
Try to just a pick me up now and then for somebody who could use it, and we want to expand the mission to be able to feed families for holidays and things like that. Some people are just hitting a tough spot in their life with whatever challenge it may be. It's all anonymous, so we're not delivering it ourselves, and if we do, so many of them have been willing to take the meals and deliver it to the families, and it's something we've just started really this week. But
pretty awesome project there. For more information on how you can request to feed a family, just visit our website at WCBI.com. A McDonald's manager with a big heart was surprised with a special award this afternoon. Frances King, a store manager in Brandon, was presented the Humanitarian Award for her dedication to the community. King was chosen because of multiple community-driven programs that she's helped out with, including coat drives and the Ronald McDonald House.
It was very awesome, very humble. She would help anybody, and really made me want to be a supervisor myself because she was a great leader to me.
Along with the Humanitarian Award, King's store also received 2 other awards. Matt Luke has found a new home in the SEC. Find out where the former Ole Miss head coach is heading next in sports.
With Tom Ebel.
One day after the Ole Miss Rebels officially introduced its newest head football coach, The former head football coach has landed a job in the SEC East, that is. The Georgia Bulldogs have hired Matt Luke to become their associate head coach and offensive line coach. Prior to becoming the head coach at Ole Miss, Luke spent 5 seasons as the offensive line coach of the Rebels. Luke went 15-21 in 3 seasons as head coach of Ole Miss. Yet another postseason honor for Columbus native Kylan Hill. Hill named to the second-team All-SEC team chosen by coaches in the league. Hill is the leading rusher in the SEC this season, rushing for 1,347 yards and 10 touchdowns. Also about 45 yards from breaking the single-season record at Mississippi State. Hill was named first-team All-SEC by the media and took home the Connerly Trophy for the best player in the state of Mississippi. Kylan Hill, the only selection to the All-SEC coaches team from Mississippi State, but a pair of Rebels join him on that list as well. Pair of Rebels, that's defensive lineman Benito Jones and Jarian Ely, who was chosen as a All-SEC return specialist. They were named to the second team as well. Bruce High School has made changes to their football program. The Trojans have hired Jamal Jackson to become its newest head coach. Jackson spending 5 seasons as the defensive coordinator at Pontotoc High School. Jackson is a Bruce native that played football at Northwest Community College. He was named Defensive Player of the Year during his time in JUCO and eventually played college ball at Texas Tech as well. Let's get some high school basketball. Heritage Academy taking on Winston Academy. Battle of the Patriots. Laura Vowell to Haley Bradford. Nice jumper there. Winston trailing by 4 third quarter. Heritage looking to add to its lead. Bailey Harris finds Sydney Adair in the corner for the triple. So it's a 9-point lead for the Lady Pats. And later in the third, Taylor Wheeler steals the pass all the way to the rack. Finishes for 2. That's the way you finish in transition. Heritage Patriots. The Lady Patriots go on to get the win 40-28. And on the boys' side, running it back, Battle of the Patriots, Heritage Academy, Winston Academy. First quarter, Reed Huskinson kicks to steal Altmaier. The pretty floater off the glass. So Heritage races out to an early lead. Next possession, Eli Acker with the block. Starting the fast break, Carter putt hits Reed Huskinson. Nice finish off the glass for 2, and still in the first. Winston Academy trying to answer. Nice pull-up Jay. It's Wall here. Just inside the land. It's outside the land of plenty. So Winston Academy trails by 7, but in transition, Adam Cassau to Huskinson, who finds Cassau on the wing for 3. That's a buck. Heritage up 10. They would go on to get the win 70-38 over Winston Academy.
Busy night.
Very busy.
Sort of, kind of. I mean, it's been a busy few days with you guys with the breaking news with Ole Miss.
But hey, football season's almost over, so we got to fill it somehow.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Tom. We'll have a last look at your forecast when we come back.
All right, go to our website. Excuse me. Let me start this over. Go to our website, WCBI.com. You can see a full list of delays here for tomorrow if you are concerned. The moisture's on the way out. Temperatures are still at or above freezing in most spots, but just watch those bridges tonight. Most of the main highways should be okay. We have a breeze out there. A lot of that moisture will evaporate, but enjoy the sun tomorrow, guys. Highs up to around 50.
And a lot of these schools are not closing. They're just kind of delaying their start time, so keep that in mind, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay warm out there. We'll see you tomorrow.